Hello everyone, and welcome back to a very special, extra-long holiday episode of Everyday Insights.
Hello guys, we have a lot to talk about today. It is going to be a good episode. Jesus, you scared me. What is going on?
We are starting immediately, Alex. Today, we are playing the Storyteller's Challenge. The rules are strict. We are going to share our most intense Christmas stories.
Okay, and the buzzer?
The buzzer is for lazy English. We have a blacklist of banned words. You cannot say good, bad, happy, sad, angry, scared, big, or small. If you use these basic words, I will buzz you, and you will be publicly shamed.
Wow, no big or small? That is going to be challenging.
Exactly. We want enormous details and minuscule nuances. We want C1, C2 level storytelling. Are you ready?
I was born ready, although I am slightly apprehensive about the buzzer.
You should be. Okay, Alex, you go first. I want to hear about your shopping experience this year. I heard rumors that you had a complete meltdown at the mall. Tell us the full story. Don't leave anything out.
Okay. It wasn't just a meltdown, it was a catastrophe, an absolute debacle. It all started 3 days ago, December 23rd. I know, leaving it that late is foolish, but I had a specific mission. My mother wanted this very specific, high-end espresso machine. The Barista Pro 3000.
Ooh, fancy.
Yes, exquisite, but also extremely rare. I checked online and every store was sold out, except for one, the big department store downtown.
You said big.
Ah, okay, the massive department store downtown, the colossal one. Better?
Much better. Continue.
So I decided to go there before they opened. I arrived at 7 a.m. It was freezing. The temperature was frigid. I stood there, shivering, waiting for the doors to open. And I wasn't alone. There was a crowd.
Was it a large crowd?
Nice try. It was a gargantuan crowd, a sea of people, and the atmosphere was tense. You could smell the desperation in the air. People weren't smiling. They looked ferocious.
That sounds intimidating.
It was terrifying. I stood next to this little old lady. She looked innocent. She was wearing a pink coat, but her eyes were cold. She looked at me like a predator looks at prey. I felt very uneasy.
Never trust the grandmas during a sale.
Exactly. So, finally, the doors opened, and it was pure pandemonium. People didn't walk. They surged forward like a tsunami. I was pushed, shoved, and elbowed. It was physically painful. The noise was deafening, just screaming and shouting.
Did you run?
I sprinted. I ran like an Olympic athlete. I knew the espresso machines were on the 4th floor. I bypassed the elevator because the line was endless. I ran up 4 flights of stairs. My lungs were burning. I was exhausted.
No, exhausted is okay. Why did I buzz? Sorry, phantom buzzer finger. Ignore that. Exhausted is a great word.
You are trying to sabotage me. Okay, so I was fatigued, but I kept going. I burst onto the 4th floor, and there it was. The kitchen appliance section. It was a war zone. Boxes were flying everywhere.
Please tell me you found the machine.
I saw it. The Barista Pro 3000. There was only one box left on the shelf. Just one. It was gleaming under the fluorescent lights. It looked divine.
And? Did you grab it?
I lunged for it. My hands touched the box. I felt a surge of triumph. I was elated. I thought, yes, I have won Christmas. But then I felt a sharp pain in my shin.
What happened?
A walking stick. The little old lady in the pink coat. She had followed me. She hit me in the shin with her cane.
No way! That is violent!
It was brutal. She looked at me and hissed like a cat. She said, "That is mine, Sonny." I was so shocked I let go of the box. She snatched it. She grabbed it with surprising strength.
So she stole it from you?
She didn't just steal it. She conquered me. I stood there rubbing my leg, watching this 80-year-old woman waddle away with my mother's present. I felt mad.
Gotcha! Mad is strictly forbidden.
Damn it! Okay, I felt furious. I was incensed. I was livid. Is that better?
Livid is perfect. Continue.
So, I was livid. But what could I do? Tackle an old woman? So I accepted my defeat. I walked out of the store empty-handed. The walk back to the car was dismal.
That is a tragic story, Alex. Truly heartbreaking.
It gets worse.
How can it get worse?
I got back to my car and I saw a piece of paper on the windshield. A parking ticket.
Oh no.
Yes. Apparently in my rush, I had parked in a no parking zone. The fine was astronomical. It cost more than the coffee machine would have cost.
That is unfortunate.
It was disastrous. I sat in the car and just screamed. It was a very unpleasant morning.
I can imagine. So, what did you get your mother in the end?
I panicked. I went to a gas station on the way home. I bought her a car air freshener and a box of chocolates.
A gas station gift? That is underwhelming.
It is pathetic. I know. I am a terrible son. She is going to be disappointed.
No, disappointed is allowed. But I buzzed you because you almost said sad. I saw it in your eyes.
You are a cruel game master, Emma. But yes, she will be devastated. But hey, at least I have a story, right?
You certainly do. That was a gripping tale, Alex. Very vivid descriptions. I particularly liked Gargantuan and Livid.
Thank you. I need a drink of water. That was exhausting to recount.
Take a break. Because now, it is my turn. And if you think your morning was chaotic, wait until you hear about my travel disaster.
Oh, did you fight a grandmother too?
Worse. I fought an airline. And the airline won.
Ooh, I am intrigued. Or should I say, fascinated.
Get ready, because this story is going to be lengthy. That sounds traumatic, Alex, truly. But at least you were on the ground. You could walk away. My story happens at 30,000 feet. Or rather, trying to get there.
Oh no. Did you try to fly home yesterday? I thought you were driving.
I was going to drive, but I checked the weather forecast and it looked ominous. Snowstorms everywhere. So I made a spontaneous decision. A rash decision. I booked a flight for yesterday morning, December 17th.
A last-minute flight in December? That must have been pricey.
It was exorbitant, but I paid it. I wanted to be with my family early. So I arrived at the airport at 4 a.m. I expected it to be quiet.
Wait. Quiet isn't on the list, is it?
It's not, but it's a boring word. I expected it to be tranquil. Instead, it was, well, you used the word pandemonium earlier. It was that, but multiplied by 10.
The holiday rush.
Exactly. The queue for security was endless. It snaked around the entire terminal. It looked like a giant python made of stressed humans. I stood there for 2 hours. My legs were aching. I felt extremely tired.
Aha! You said tired. You lose a point.
Fine, you got me. I felt exhausted. I felt lethargic. I was running on caffeine and hope. Is that acceptable?
It is adequate. Please continue.
So I finally got through security. I ran to my gate. And guess what?
The flight was delayed.
Not just delayed, it was vanished. It wasn't on the screen.
What?
I went to the desk. The airline agent looked frazzled. She told me there was a technical glitch. The plane was there, but the crew was stuck in Chicago due to the snow.
Classic. So what did you do? Did you get mad?
Hey, you said mad. That is a penalty for you.
I was asking a question. It doesn't count.
It absolutely counts. Be more careful. Anyway, I did not get mad. I became irate. I felt a surge of indignation, but I kept my composure. I asked, "When is the next flight?"
And?
She said, "Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow." I was devastated. But then, a miracle happened. She found me a seat on a different flight, leaving in 30 minutes.
Wow. That was lucky.
It was fortuitous. I sprinted to the new gate. I boarded the plane. It was a very small plane.
No small. Strike 2 for Emma.
Ugh, this game is harder when you are reliving trauma. Okay, it was a minuscule plane. A cramped metal tube. I squeezed into my seat. It was the middle seat, naturally.
The worst seat. Who was next to you?
On my left, a man who was asleep and snoring loudly. On my right, a woman with a cat.
A cat? In the cabin?
Yes, and the cat was not happy.
Strike 3. You are terrible at this today.
Stop buzzing me! The cat was agitated. It was distressed. It meowed for the entire time we sat on the tarmac.
Wait, you sat on the tarmac? You didn't take off?
We sat there for 3 hours. 3 hours. The pilot kept coming on the intercom saying, "Just a few more minutes, folks." It was torture. The air in the cabin became stifling. It smelled of jet fuel and old sandwiches.
That sounds repulsive. I would have felt claustrophobic.
I was having a panic attack. I felt trapped. And then the pilot made the announcement. "Ladies and gentlemen, due to the weather worsening, this flight is canceled."
No. After 3 hours in a metal tube?
Yes. A collective groan went through the plane. It was a sound of pure despair. We had to deplane. We had to go back into the airport.
And your luggage?
Gone. Vanished. They said it was in the system. That was yesterday. I am currently wearing the same clothes I wore yesterday because my suitcase is somewhere in a black hole.
That is tragic. So you never made it to your parents?
No. I took a taxi back to my apartment. It cost me $100. It was an exorbitant ride of shame. I sat on my sofa, ate a bowl of cereal, and cried. It was a dismal start to the holidays.
Wow. Okay, you win. My battle with the grandmother was bad, but at least I have my coffee machine. Oh wait. No, I don't. She stole it.
So, we are both losers this Christmas.
We are unfortunate souls. But hey, look on the bright side.
What bright side?
We are here making this podcast, and we sound extremely articulate while complaining.
That is true. My vocabulary has never been so sophisticated amidst such misery.
So what is the plan now? Are you going to try again?
I am hesitant. I am thinking of just staying here. Maybe we can order a pizza on Christmas Day and watch movies?
That sounds appealing. Appealing. Much better than nice.
Wait, I have one more part to the story. The cherry on top.
Oh God. What else could possibly go wrong?
Remember the cat?
The agitated cat? Yes?
When we were getting off the plane, the woman opened the carrier to give it water. The cat escaped.
You are joking.
I am not. It ran down the aisle. It jumped onto my head.
No.
Yes, it used my head as a launch pad. I have scratches on my neck. Look! It was humiliating. Everyone laughed. I felt mortified.
Okay, I shouldn't laugh, but that is slightly comical.
It is tragic comic. So yes, that is why I am here today, looking a bit disheveled, instead of sipping hot cocoa with my parents.
Well, Emma, you are a survivor. I admire your resilience.
Thank you. I feel stronger. Or maybe just numb.
Well, that was intense. I think we can agree that Christmas is not always about joy and peace. Sometimes it is about survival.
Survival of the fittest. Or the most resilient. But look at us. We made it through the stories without too many buzzer sounds.
I beg to differ. I believe you got buzzed quite a few times during your airport saga. Tired, happy, mad. You were on a roll.
That is because my story was emotional. It is hard to filter your vocabulary when you are reliving a cat jumping on your head. But what is the final score?
I was keeping track mentally. I believe I had 4 penalties. And you had 6.
6? That is impossible. You are cheating.
I am not cheating. I am meticulous. The mad incident, the small plane, the tired moment, it adds up.
Fine, I concede. You are the winner of the Naughty Word Challenge. What is your prize?
My prize is that you have to deal with the comments today. You have to reply to everyone.
That is actually a fair punishment. I accept.
Excellent. But jokes aside, guys, we hope these stories helped you see that you don't need basic words to tell a great story.
Exactly. Using words like gargantuan, livid, exhausted, and pandemonium makes your English sound so much more vivid and engaging.
It paints a picture. So, here is your challenge for the week. We want you to tell us a story in the comments.
Tell us about a holiday disaster you experienced. A bad gift, a travel delay, a burnt turkey, anything.
But try to avoid the banned words. If you say, "It was bad," we will find you, and we will buzz you.
He is serious. He will find you.
Also, if you are feeling generous, please hit the like button. It helps the channel immensely.
And subscribe if you want to join us for more entertaining and educational chaos in 2026.
We have big plans for next year. Sorry, I mean ambitious plans.
Nice save.
Thank you. Have a spectacular Christmas, everyone. Try to stay safe from old ladies with walking sticks.
And stay away from cats and airplanes. Happy holidays!
See you next year. Bye.